at 4. Let's look at the store. And that's right. We've got the offers for Morbius. And I just want to point out that they are going hard right now at the hints for Blade. When they first did the kit reveal for Morbius, they mentioned Blade in that post. Then here on their official Marvel Strike Force, they also, you got the check mark, so that's them. They mentioned Blade there. And then also in their teaser trailer, which is, I believe, is probably on YouTube and on Twitter, they also mentioned Blade inside of that. So, a lot of people are saying, who's going to be the 5th proper Dark Hunter? And initially everybody's speculating Blade. Well, they're leaning into that. And so we'll probably get Blade in the next 3-4 years. Who knows when, right? Also, I wanted to double down on a conversation that, and I really like this post because they did a lot of research. And I just want to just take this at face value and read this. I think it's a great post right here by Mr. Gad, Marvel Strike Force Screen Time. And what he does is he quotes a interview from Cerebro, where it says, Cerebro actually said this. So first of all, how much time do we think is too much time? If people are spending more than 2 hours in the game a day, it's probably too much. That's above our intention. There's obviously an intended limit. We don't want to try and push players to play more than that. The second part to that, there is time spent in the game and then time spent out of the game. Thinking about the game, like on marvelstrikeforce.gg, looking up stats, spreadsheets, alliance leaders going through members, rosters, etc., recruiting, Discord chat. I mean, it never ends, right? There's something we don't count or enough in that equation. It's something here we hear about a lot. Something we need to get a better understanding. We do under a certain degree. And I just want to say that this Reddit post outlined the time that they're spending doing all the activities. If you do the full 8 blitz rotations, that's about 40-50 minutes a day. You're doing the war attacks. Now, the war attacks actually, I think, take longer than that because My Alliance does all their war attacks at the very start, so you're fighting to get in. It seems to me it takes about an hour at least, but anyways. And then we've got raid attacks, 40-50 minutes. It seems like it takes longer than that. Arena battles, 25 minutes or more. Dark Dimension, depends. Daily objectives, events, additional screen time, claiming milestone, energy, opening for 1 orb at a time. And here's the thing. I mean, we haven't even counted new game modes. Pocket Dimension, Tower, Cosmic Crucible looks like that's going to be an event running a lot. Only it's 6 attacks a day, so that's 30 minutes, you'd say. Actually, Cosmic Crucible took less time than I thought when I did the playtest, but we'll have to see how it acts. And let's not forget what's coming up right here. Harder campaign events, Tower Mode, Cosmic Crucible, Dark Dimension, Scourge events, RTA leagues. My goodness. So they give a couple solutions, right? Given a sim blitz, why can't we have sim on the raids that are really easy? The alpha, the Greek raids that are super easy. Why can't we sim that? That is just an unnecessary time sink. And then also the orbs right here. I think that this right here is a no-brainer. There's really no reason why. I think everybody agrees on this. There's really no reason why we can't have a slider to open up orbs. And so, and then blitz. Remember back in the day when we had a 6-hour cooldown on blitzes? Yeah, there was a lot less characters in the game, a lot less teams. But we didn't have this 2-hour thing where we could do it every 2 hours up to 8 times a day. It was stacked at 6 times every 6 hours, so you maybe did 3 rotations a day. I think that'd be great if they went over to that. But anyways, maybe that's just optimistic, hopeful thinking. Anyways, also, big shout out to 13 Mama. I bet he's thinking about other sex with other women. And no, who the F is Kestrel? And then lastly, time to update the strike pass for in-game players. Please dump all the purple gear and replace it with teal orange on the strike pass for in-game players. We need this stuff. Plenty of orbs in the blitz tab are just accumulating already. And then also, I just want to point out that this time tomorrow, at the time of recording this video, we're going to have the energy overload event. So when your account resets, which for me, it resets in the middle of the night, the smart thing for me to do, which I never seem to remember to do, would be able to save those refreshes for the double drops tomorrow. Now, let's go to offer review. And I did... A lot of people have been asking if I bought it on the web store, if I bought it through Amazon Coins. For me, I see the case for both, and do what you got to do. I ended up taking the 20% discount on Amazon Coins because I thought that was a better deal. But I think a lot of people are going to buy in the web store because then you get all the stuff. You get the gold and the Armory 14s, and then you also get some Gear Tier 16 orbs at, which is better, the $10 or getting all that stuff. I mean, if you do the boomer math, it's actually probably better to do the event store, but I went and took the 20% discount on Amazon Coins. Also, this right here is not in the web store. There's a couple things that are not in the web store still, which is kind of annoying. The $5 costume credit is not in the web store. And then also not in the web store is the Strike Pass and the RTA Pass. They're just not in the web store. From what I could see, you can only get them in game. That's not good. So anyways, there we go. Upgrade to premium. This is for Mojo's Mayhem. If you don't want to blitz a lot and you want to cap out the rewards, or if you just skip a couple days or something like that, this will jump you to the head of line. This is only available if you already bought it. All right, there you go. And then it's the same thing for the Strike. So there you go. There we got the Living Vampire. A lot of people ask me if I'm going to buy the second offer. Boy, he's Dark Hunters. And here's the thing. It was brought up on a Reddit post. I just want to bring this up also. They were pretty explicit that when it nodes, like when the new event from Morgan Le Fay, which the first 5 difficulties are open to any characters, but difficulty 6 through 10, nodes 5 and 10 will require Web Warriors and or Dark Hunters. Here's the thing, there's no healing. So a lot of people are coming to the conclusion probably going to need both teams if they die or something like that, because node 5, your Web Warriors get cleared out. Well, then you're going to need the Dark Hunters for node 10 because that event is a really weird event. And a lot of it's clear as mud, very convoluted. But here's what we need to know about the Morgan Le Fay is that you can play that event as many times as you want, and there's going to be some sort of multiple based on difficulty, what difficulty you do, and that's a difficulty from 1 through 10. And they pretty much said that the highest difficulties are going to be impossible, like require Gear Tier 19 on the highest difficulty. But I imagine difficulty 6 and 7 is going to be in that, and difficulty 6 and 7 is going to require this guy right here. And then the number of scourges you turn on, which are like the negative effects that kind of handicap your team. And you can play the event as many times as you want, just trying to get the highest score based on how many points you get based on the difficulty that you selected and how many scourges you turned on. It sounds like it's going to be very, 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 very time consuming. And then you're going to be competing against people in a leaderboard. Super convoluted, unnecessarily complicated. I don't even know if I explained it correctly, to be honest with you, but that's my understanding of it. But am I going to buy the second offer on this? I don't know, man. He looks pretty good. I'm looking forward to using him to counter Heroes for Hire. Young Avengers have really put a kink in our Alliance War strategy. They are good. Young Avengers are very strong at high levels, so I'm a big fan of War Offense team. I don't know if I'm going to get much use of them outside of the War Offense. That remains to be seen. Curious if other people. We got Web Launch Party, 99 cents. If you need training materials, which I don't right now, so I'm not going to be buying this, but I value these at $1.50, and those right there. Training Web Launch Orbs, which I very much like. I think those are worth about 50 cents. So there's $2 value right there for 99 cents. I'm not going to buy it, but I think it's reasonable enough. Also down here, Web Launch Party, we've got 4 orbs for $10. I think these orbs are worth about 50 cents a piece. So I would spend maybe $2 on it. There is a little bit of gold in there. There's some lots of nice things. They have actually decent character shards. I wish that the Dr. Voodoo event, which just started right now, the Dr. Voodoo orb had better characters in it. The only 2 characters that I'm interested in outside of Dr. Voodoo is going to be Magic and Cloak. And Cloak is in the raid store, so that's not that exciting. Really just Magic. And these offers have been here. I've talked about these several times, so I'm going to skip over this so that we can get to the other offers here in offer review. No way. At best, $1. $100 T3s for $1. No. I don't buy purple gear. This is not great. At best, we value gold at $1.50 a piece. So we got right there 3 orbs at $1.50 a piece, $4.50 plus maybe another $1. $5.50 is not great, but if you're desperate for gold, I get it. In fact, if you're desperate for gold, I think the web store would be the way to go. Like if you really need gold, because the web store would give a lot of, if you, let's say you did buy Morbius in the web store, you would satisfy basically all the way down to milestone 6, where you would get 1,000,000 gold, and then you get a total of 5,000 fragments, 2 gold orbs right there, plus a bunch of 14s. That might be a better way of doing it for sure if you need gold. Level 4 ISO 8 crystals. I'm flushed on ISO 8, and this is for controllers, so this will let you get Morbius up to war ready pretty quickly. It gets really steep to go to number 5. Keep in mind that this is like right here is worth 1. It's 3, 9, 27, and then it jumps for this last one to 81. So these are really worth 27, although they're fully crafted, so you don't have to spend the ions if you have a shortage of ions. I've never bought this. Some people have told me it's great, but I have never bought this. I just have enough. Training orb, same valuation as the gold orb. I value these at $1.50 a piece, plus another $1. So that comes out to about $5.50 or something like that. It doesn't add up to $10. Red Star Ultimate Pack. Oof, I've got to do red stars on this guy. I'm thinking Striker. I haven't looked into the T4s too closely yet on Morbius, but I like to get a 4 or 5 red star on this guy, but I just don't have a lot of elites right now. Plus, right now, I just want to point out that the elite 6s and 7s currently have minions, and my best guess is that next patch, which is probably 2 weeks away, minions will be removed from the elite 6s and 7s. They said that it's going to happen in the future. They didn't say when, but I'm guessing that at the earliest that removal of the minions from the elite 6s and 7s will happen at patch 6.0, which is probably about 2 weeks away. Anyways, that offers garbage. Boy, we just got a lot of trash here. I don't think there's anything here worth talking about. All of this stuff is just super bad. I'm just scrolling past all of them, and I'll talk about if any of them that I think are reasonable. I don't see anything there. Why don't we go over to the free-to-play account, and we will take a look to see if there's anything over there worth talking about. Pick your deal. That is for the costume. There we go. And then we've got a lot of duplicate offers. We're going to scroll past the duplicate offers. Sometimes they have characters in here for $5. There we go. We've got Mordo. I'm gonna try to use on this Dark Hunters team. I'm gonna try to use Hela instead of Mordo. My initial testing suggested there was a couple matchups where Hela was just better. Probably if I just use this team for heroes for hire only, I might just use Mordo if it's a punch across on this Dark Hunters team, but we'll see. But anyways, 60 character shards for $10 is not great, but do what you got to do. I'd be more comfortable recommending this offer if it was like in the $5 price. He's relatively able. Again, Ronin, get out of here. No way, man. Oh, that's just funny. I think these older characters, like, that are not like less than 6 months old or something like that. I don't understand why they think they can sell them like 50 character shards for $25, man. It's $5, man. Like this right here. This is probably one of the exceptions right here. I do think Emma is pretty decent. Probably one of my favorite characters in the game. Probably still a top 20 character. Turn meter manipulation is amazing. She has on her passive minus 10% enemy speed. She's one of the better plug and play characters. And if I think about the history of the game, she's probably one of my favorite characters of all time. 50 character shards for her, and being that she's only available in the milestone 2 orbs, seems okay. Like I said, again, $5, would be a better price, but I can understand people buying that. Ghost, get out of here. Iceman, get out of here. What are they thinking right here with Yellow Jacket? I can't wrap my head around some of these prices that they try to character charge, especially the older ones. Anyways, I'm sure, but I do like it when they do offer them 50 character shards for $5. I think that's reasonable enough. All right, that will do it for today. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And as always, thanks for watching. Keep on gaming.
But I wouldn't have it any other way. If we're knocked out, we'll go the distance, pound for pound. We're a perfect match, pulling punches, but toe to toe, we're always on the road.